Hello everybody, this is AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Mech Arena. Today we got a new update, well, actually just like a few minutes ago, and as of right now it's 10:05 for me. I think at 10 o'clock is when the update launched. Anyway, it seems like we're going to get a lot of namers instead of different pilots. We do get new pilots, but they don't have perks, which is interesting, so I think it's going to be weird. Anyway, it's MVP Neymar Jr. He seems easier to get than a single token to try to get the Redeemer, so at least they're letting pilots be easier to get, especially this guy. Guided missile and close damage. Definitely gonna grind for him because I really wish they would have announced this. Um, I know they don't want to spoil anything, but I literally just got um the epic for close damage. I forgot his name already. But yeah, as you can see, he has the same perk, so it's just sprint duration and sprint cooldown. It's just his innate skills are different. So interesting. They're probably going to release a few more namers. There's a new pilot case, epic for heavy duty damage. Now, this is a new weapon class that we haven't seen in the game before, so I'm actually really excited for it. Fortunately, they're all legendaries, so no time of me getting that anytime soon. Um, yeah, very interesting. Minigun 8, as you can see, it's this type heavy duty. Weapon that packs serious punch, target continuous fire without frequent reloads. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's like the laser and the ice beam. Well, I guess the fire beam and the ice beam. I forgot what they're called again. Basically the lasers, they do continuous damage depending on whether your opponent has the frost effect or the burn effect. Very interesting. But this is like guaranteed those effects because, well, I guess you could switch from one enemy to the other, but the fire rate would be the same so long as you're holding the trigger, I'm assuming. Anyway, there's that one, and then there's also Minigun 12, which looks actually really cool. Um, the designs of the weapons are so cool. Very interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the new update as far as I can see. Here, I need to keep moving this record button. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to show you. So electromagnetic rifle, which it just ruins the game. I don't know why they released this weapon. Regular snipers were already really annoying, but I guess they just wanted snipers to be relevant. Because railgun is really the only other weapon you have, except they're all legendary. It's literally just for them to make money. There's no way any of the new people are gonna get these weapons unless they buy them, and at that point they're just being scammed because they're weaker, they deal less damage. I mean, they're just bad overall unless they're the star level. I mean, the rank that you need them to be at. But it is what it is. You know, they're gonna keep doing that. You can get Gatecrasher, but I'm assuming it's gonna be one of those. I mean, it's 1 week and 4 days, but still. Let me go back here and show you guys the. Well, right now they only have the Derby event for Neymar, which actually doesn't seem that hard. It's only 560, um, which is a lot less than the getting the Arachnos or any other. Well, actually, no, the just getting the tokens. Why do they do it like that? They release a new mech. Oh, it's rare, so let's let everybody get it. Oh, it's a newer mech. Let's make people buy it. Yeah, you're just making people want to play the game less. I don't know what I don't know what your game what you're getting at, Plarium, but it just sucks. But yeah, getting MVP and Neymar Jr. definitely get him. If you have close and guided damage. I always say targeted weapons, but I guess guided is the best way to describe it. Is that? Yeah, that's javelin. Okay, yeah. So this guy's gonna be meta. He's basically the. Oh my god. Well, say goodbye to missile and assault weapons because Plarium doesn't want them in the game because these weapons are already meta, even without this new Neymar pilot. Now, there's you're probably gonna see in every single game. I guarantee from now on, you're gonna see either a kill shot, which is the mech that just rushes at you, because this is literally the perfect one for him. It's all for all the little wimps who basically just run away, shoot you, and now they get that extra sprint boost as well as the extra damage. Oh my god, Player RM, you guys are so stupid in doing this. You're gonna unbalance the game even more than it already is because guided weapons are already the meta. Like most in every single game I've been so far, there's always a guided weapon. There's like a blue moon where sometimes there's like a game where it's just normal weapons. But then there's like an electromagnetic rifle or some other stupid weapon that just ruins the game. Or there's like a surge, which is the mech that has the EMP rush blast, basically like the kill shot and Zephyr mixed together. It's a legendary mech. Anyway, releasing this guy is gonna ruin the entire game. Mark my words, it's gonna ruin the entire game. It's already bad enough that missile weapons were kind of the meta for a little bit because a lot of people were using Aegis. Now that's gonna change. Targeting and close damage. Close damage was already good. It was at a good spot, so actually I'm not mad about that, or I don't think that's gonna unbalance anything too much. Even though close weapons are already broken in my opinion because you move from uncommon to epic instead of uncommon to rare since there's no rare close damage weapons. But they have to make money somehow, am I right? They're not making money off of this, but they're making money off of all the new legendary weapons that they're releasing, and the new pilots, and the new mechs. So yeah, this is gonna ruin the game. I don't know what else to say. He's basically a legendary pilot, though. Once again, um, it's 6%. Yeah. So wait, I just need to check something real quick. Um, ruining the game and all of that stuff aside, oh yeah, see there are two skills. Oh, okay, so they created a new place for him. That at least they did that. Yeah, it's usually 2% damage for rare, and I believe 5% for epic. 4%. Okay, so yeah, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, yeah. So getting the Neymars whenever you can, you should always get the Neymar, whether it be the Neymar Junior or MVP Neymar. It's just a good. It's just good to go after them because having basically pilots that you can switch around. Well, this in the what are they called again? The implants that you put on the pilots. It's literally on the screen down on the right corner. Um, are going to determine which innate skill that you're going to use for each pilot. However, them having both of the skills makes them very flexible for putting them on anything. Basically, I'm basically just I should have just saved up for a Sami. Seriously, why don't they release like at least a week before so people can like start grinding for these pilots? Otherwise, it's just pay to win, pay to play at this point. Honestly, um, yeah, that really sucks. So literally, the only pilot I really need is a Sami now in order to have two epics and three legendaries, so to speak. Even though Neymar is just a limited time, so definitely get him now. But oh my goodness. What's his name? G Lock. So that's the guy I literally just got. Well, a waste of A coins. That's all I can say. Um Actually, it is guided, or yeah, no, but you want more implant slots so you can give them like ability cooldowns, or if you get like, well, magazine, um range, and reload are the three different implant skills you can get for each weapon, not weapon type, but each weapon. So like missiles, well, I guess weapon type, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So missiles, well, no, weapon type would be assault. Yeah, okay. So just like the specific weapons themselves. So like missiles, arc torrents, lasers, a beam weapon. Sorry, you get the idea. Oh wait, actually, stasis beam is different from regular beam. Okay, yeah. So there's that difference. Yeah, yeah. Um, and then thermal lance and stasis beam. Why are the names so different? Thermal lance doesn't sound right. Should just be infernal. I don't know. Some whatever. Yeah. It's just why you gotta ruin the game with this new pilot. MVP Neymar is gonna make Killshot the only mech that any beginner should get. I'm gonna say that right now. Killshot. Anybody who has Killshot and either guided or close aim. Well, that's realistically what you should put on Killshot anyway. Sure, other weapons work on him, but he's really good at close combat quarters. And if not, he's one of the fastest mechs. Plus, his dash ability gives him technically a really fast escape. And you're giving him an extra sprint boost now because people were already putting regular Neymar on Killshot just because of the sprint boost perk. Maybe you should have switched that perk a little bit. Um, but yeah, this is gonna ruin the game. I'm gonna say it now. It's gonna completely unbalance the meta even more so than it already is. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Case really cool actually. This new mech looks awesome. So if you guys don't see, fires a pod that sticks and causes an ion blast when sticks to object. Releases an ion beam that deals damage over time to enemies on opposite side. When sticking to mechs, there's no beam. So, and you can read the rest of it. Ion blast and ion beam occur on the opposite side of the object to the ion pod. Used strategically on an ion pod. Used strategically, sorry, an ion pod can flush opponent mechs out of cover and discourage camping. In my opinion, this weapon's gonna balance camping because literally everybody is using guided weapons, but this is only going to work for higher arenas, not higher arenas, sorry, higher tournament brackets and higher like gameplay because people up there already have those guided uh camping weapons maxed out. And to be fair, it's going to be very low chance. There's going to be a very low chance of people actually getting this mech, specifically because it's a legendary. I really wish that they would update the game in a way that would add every single mech that they release to the what is it, the progress bar, basically, like where you get the XP progress. I know a lot of people would argue with that, but and also it would make them lose money. But a way to do that is to reward long-term players by putting it at the end of the XP pass. So, I mean, I wouldn't be able to get it. So, I'm not trying to like make it so that it's better for me. I'm just trying to make it better for people who are playing for longer, even though most of those people are probably in higher arenas already, just because otherwise it's just pay to win. Um, so I'll show you guys in a second. But speaking of this mech, really good. I think that ion pod ability, you should never stick it to a mech, because it seems like the ion blast is going to be radial. So sticking it to a wall is probably always optimal. And I'm assuming the ion beam is auto target, like it targets whatever's close, kind of like the turret on Arachnos. So that'll be really cool. I don't know what the ion effect is going to be though. I have to check real quick the difference between the mechs. So it's relative speed 21 kilometers per hour, slower than most, of course. But this looks awesome too. Look at this. This is freaking awesome. Um, 31,000 HP. That's pretty good. Pod range is 300 meters. Okay, that makes it really good against camping. Oh, 7 seconds. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Mech blast radius 20 meters. Okay, yeah, so that's the radial damage I'm talking about. Wait, what? Ion pod. Oh, I'm reading this wrong. Okay, ion pod range. Whoa. Okay, so this is like sniper camping as well, because you can literally shoot this. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but it says ion pod. I'm assuming those like little missile racks on his inner shoulder, like inside of the shoulders, are like where the ion pod would shoot. Though I don't know because I will have to see some gameplay. But 300 meters, that's pretty decent actually. It makes them like half rush down because if there's somebody targeting you while camping, you can shoot the pod while you're rushing it or when you're like mid rush. Um, and you should have pretty good range to hit everything. Ion beam duration though, it just seems really weak. Um, oh wait, actually, never mind. Ion beam damage. Holy, 11k damage is a lot though, because that's added on to this mech already. Holy cow! So yeah, so it's the max damage you can do. That is assuming that it's targeted for 7 seconds. That's a lot of damage actually. So yeah, this is like you camp. This thing will come and hunt you down. That's basically what it's saying. This would be perfect to give every beginner because every beginner with kill shot or even mid ladder is going to be using this guy and camping or rushing, slamming into them close quarters using their ace torrents and then just rushing off. So very interesting. They're balancing the game in the wrong ways just because they want to make money. However, I will say that this mech, again, reiterating what I said, is going to balance the game in a good way because there are a lot of campers, especially with um, the not the guided but the rocket ones, the rocket motor. Rocket motor ruins the game. You guys have probably seen a video in one of the chats I've posted. Sorry, in a video in the chats in one of the videos that I posted. Okay, that was weird wording. But yeah, if you go see my videos, you will probably see. I don't remember which one it was, but I go through the chat and it literally says that rocket motors ruin the game, and there's a lot of people agreeing, and I completely agree. Plus, those are usually like pay to get, unless you grind for them. Continuing on with this mech, 16-meter ion beam length. So you're gonna have to place the ion pod really close to the other mech. However, it does a lot of damage. Um, the blast radius is 20 meters. That's ridiculous. So it seems like the blast damage is going to be the best. Beam, no, ion blast, beam blast damage. Wait, what? Damage dealt to enemy mechs that are struck by an ion beam after it emerges from the opposite. Interesting. Oh, okay. This seems like it's gonna be, but mech blast damage and blast radius. I need to read this ability again. Fires a pod that sticks and causes an ion blast. When the sticking to objects, it releases an ion beam that deals damage over time to enemies on the opposite side. Okay, so I'm assuming the beam blast damage and ion beam damage. What does that even mean? So when they're so are you telling me that the beam is gonna do 11k? Oh, I guess that's kind of like insurance that even if they're able to move out of the way, because the 60-meter range is kind of short for a beam, and the 7-second duration is not very long. So I'm assuming once it hits the beam, hits a mech, it on because there's already like the blast radius and blast damage here. I'm assuming that's just the ion blast itself, but the beam blast damage, sorry, is the initial hit. So you're guaranteed 11k damage basically, and then it does an additional 11. Oh my goodness, that's wow. That's basically 80k with just the beam hitting them like continuously after the beam blast. Plus the beam blast is 90k. That is insane. Oh wow. That is really good. Um my mind is being blown. Like I said, this is definitely balancing the game in a good direction. It's probably gonna suck going against it. I'm just gonna say that right now. Mech blast damage is 8,500. That seems reasonable considering that it already has the beam blast damage. So let's say you shoot it on a wall. It You shoot it on a wall that's like at least 20 meters with like 20 meters away from another robot. It deals an initial 8,500. Then the beam blast damage comes, so you get 19k basically, almost 20k. Then the ion beam damage continues. That's really good. That basically guarantees that even if they're able to move out of the way, you can get within. I mean, that almost kills most mechs. Like if you're able to aim the pod right and make it so that they're, I don't know, like 5 meters, it's gonna be very devastating. Actually, like if they're right next to it, they're basically dead. Yeah, they're basically dead because 11,300. Wait, I need a ion beam damage. Oh, for its full duration. Okay, I'm reading that wrong. Ah, never mind. Disregard everything I said. So it's not as powerful as I thought. Maximum you can do 22, basically 30k, which is still a lot. Um, but you're only getting a guaranteed 19k damage. Um, that being said, though, Ion Blast, I don't know if that's going to like have the shock effect. Let's actually go back real quick and yeah, that looks awesome. It has 16 energy. That's really good. Starting out, um, Storm Dash. Yeah, EMP effect. Okay, so it's different than the EMP effects that Zephyr. Yeah, that's Zephyr and um, but shock effect. Ion. It's not the same thing. I don't know if it's going to do any like stasis or like the shock impairing aim. Um, Plus, the impairing aim only really works for non auto locking or auto targeting weapons. So like carbine, maybe snipers. Cause sniper, well, I don't know actually. I don't really use snipers. So very interesting. Um, we'll see how strong that mech is. Well, I won't see how strong it is unless somebody has it in the lower ladders. If I get up to masters, then I might see it, but maybe not. I think this is a really cool mech, just like Redeemer. Um, Redeemer seems much more broken, where it can be used almost in every situation, so long as you know where you're going back. I don't know how that predetermined path works though, so I guess you guys would have to see. But maybe it just takes you back a certain amount of time in the past, and you just have to experiment with the ability. This mech is really cool though. I really like the new miniguns. I don't know how well they're gonna do, but we'll see. I don't like Namor, the new pilot. He's gonna ruin the game. Yeah, I think that's it for this event. Actually, let's go to other events. Yeah, and then they just have specialization sprees and stuff. Very interesting. You guys should keep an eye out for that. Wow. People are. I'm just looking at the new update. Okay, yeah, here. Wait. Neymar Jr. and MVP Neymar Jr. How original. Exactly. I would rather see somebody new with a new perk skill. Giving the sprint skill is going to make Neymar MVP Jr. Main basically for the entire rest of this game. Everybody's going to be using him. Who has kill shot or, guided weapon / close damage. Okay, and everything else is just okay. Specializations free bottle. Yeah, pay to play. Basically, that's what the specialization spree is. Pay to play. That's just what the specialization spree is for the most part. Um, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is an overview, my honest opinions. Honestly, it's gonna ruin the game. Um, but I'm still happy that they're releasing cool stuff. Even if I don't get to play with it, if I get to see it, really cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is AOG Gaming. Like and subscribe for more content if you're enjoying the content. Thank you to all my viewers and subscribers. 17 and going strong. You guys are amazing. I will see you guys later.